Hello Taurus, this is Don from Sonoran Mystic Tarot, and this is your weekly financial guidance. Let's see what Spirit and Universe has in store for you. Take what resonates with you, leave the rest behind. It wasn't meant for you, if that's the case. Let's see what we got. First card out today. Quite interesting. I don't understand this one so much. It's not really the best card to draw, especially for finances. But I like this because it's a warning. This is not a directive card. This is it's more of a warning card. This week, do not take risks. Do not go off and do something without doing your due diligence. If you're looking at buying something, selling something, if you're looking at properties, cars, houses, any investments at all, this is not the week to do that. Okay, this is not the week to do it without due diligence. Make sure you find out who's selling it, why they're selling it, and what is driving their decision-making process on price. If you're buying, that's one thing. If you're looking at selling something, who's buying it? Are they going under contract? Can they afford it? Can they do it? If you're looking at leasing a property, make sure they can afford to pay the lease. Make sure they can afford to pay on a monthly basis. If you're looking at leasing a property from somebody else, make sure that landlord actually owns it. Make sure that there's no questions about ownership and there's no things hanging over it which could wind up having the building gone out from underneath you. The same thing for living in that property as well. This goes back to also investments. Make sure you're not taking a risky investment. If you get a whim and somebody says, "Oh, you need to move into to go to Bitcoin or some kind of like that," and you're like, "No, unless I know more about it, I won't." Let's say somebody says, "Hey, let's jump into this stock. Let's jump into Nvidia because Nvidia is down or something." Again, this may not be the time for it. And make sure you do your homework. That's the key. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. What I'm telling you is the universe is clearly telling you, do not make any choices, any decisions, any major moves without doing your homework first. Because if this card was in this direction, this would be the Knight of Swords again. It means go ahead, throw caution to the wind and do it. But this is saying do not, absolutely in no way whatsoever, do something without doing your due diligence first. Next card out. Decisions. And again, this goes back to that choice. So you're going to be faced with some decisions this week, okay? And the decisions are not going to be clear. They're not going to be either dark or light, right or wrong, yes or no. No, it's going to be very muddy in the middle, and you're going to have to figure out which one is the right one to do. So again, when you make this choice, we're not doing it quickly, we're not doing it rashly, we're going to make a determination based on sound reason and logic principles, okay? So we're not making quick choices, and we're not going to do that. When you do what I said, and when you've heeded my warning, don't be surprised if the Judgment card benefits you, because the Judgment card says if you sow it, you will get it. You will reap it, okay? You reap what you sow. If you reap calamity, if you reap a quick and decisive kind of deal, and you just kind of go with it, you may reap a very quick kind of response, which could lose you money. But if you take your time, if you do the due diligence, if you understand all that you're putting yourself out for, then this card's saying it will benefit you wisely and widely as well. So let's make sure we do that, okay? Let's make sure we're celebrating this way, because this is the swords, okay? We don't want to feel the pain of the swords. We don't want this Ten of Swords upside down to be Ten of Swords. We'd love this if it was an ending something, but this is not a good ending. We want a good ending, not a bad ending. So let's use the Judgment and let's not have a bad ending, okay? You've gotten your warning, you've heard what you said, and this could could be trying for you. It could be very trying, because you may be thinking things differently now. You may, because you slow down, because you take your time, because you're looking at all the aspects of an investment or of whatever it is you're doing, you may see things differently, and that is not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all, because this is, again, giving you an opportunity to maybe, again, use a different kind of analysis. Maybe picking up on something that you've never done before, and then learning how to do it properly, and then make sure that comes to your benefit. An investment you've never dealt with before Same thing. Whatever it is, again, this is new. This is a new idea, a new way of doing it, and that new way will pay off as long as you are not crazy and then get out there and do a rash decision. Because if you don't do your due diligence, you will pay the price. Okay, that's just a warning. Make sure that you spend wisely. Make sure that you look at your budget and that your budget makes sense. Make sure you're not overspending. Make sure that what you're spending on makes sense. And if somebody's asking you to borrow money, not today. Get behind me, Satan, not today. So make sure you don't lend money this week. This is not a lender's energy. This is definitely not a lender's energy. This is a lender's lose my money energy. So we're not even going into the lending situation, okay? Family and friends, sorry, the bank is closed. Not this week, all right? With that said, I'm going to let you go. Let me know how this resonates with you. Leave me a comment, and I would truly appreciate it. Help me grow my business. Hit that subscribe button. I'd also appreciate that. With that said, I'm going to let you go, like I said, and I'm going to wish you and your family a very happy week. From me and my family here at Sonora and Mystic Tarot to you and yours. See you next week. Bye.